Greetings and salutations, my lovely little bitelings. My name is Wiggy, and before I get into this video properly, I wanted to point out that the end of 2017, or specifically September, is having so many MMORPGs either launching, betas opening, or updates all coming out in that very specific month. Like Revelation Online's new expansion in class, Blatant Souls' new class, Closers Online's English beta coming out, and a few more things coming out slightly later, like Soulworker Online's English version coming out. It's just insane how much is happening at the end of 2017. But of course this is all good. Okay, so I just quickly wanted to cover that, but now let's get back on topic. I wanted to talk about a unique MMORPG I found that's finishing its alpha tests that I feel like is a little unknown. So I thought I might shed some light on it and see if you guys are interested in it. This MMORPG is called Legend of Aria. Now, if you've heard of this MMORPG, that's perfectly fine. I just personally hadn't heard about it till today, and I thought maybe some other people might be the same as me. So, this MMORPG is by no means graphically impressive, and it's not meant to be. It's intended to be a good MMORPG, an MMORPG that you invest your time into and not simply jump ship to the next new pretty Korean MMORPG on the horizon that you get sick of after a week because impressively HD plot only keeps one's mind occupied for so long. While I'm not saying you will necessarily like Legend of Aria, I feel like there are a lot of people who miss this style of MMORPG, and I wanted to alert you guys to its existence just in case you hadn't heard of it. Rambling over, let's talk about what this game actually is, shall we? To start off, Legend of Aria has different types of servers, not like the traditional servers or channels you find in normal MMORPGs. However, these servers aren't like Ark Survival Evolved servers either, where you can have up to a maximum of 70 players per server. The servers found in Legend of Aria can hold a massive amount of players, and each individual server can connect to another server, creating a massive link of servers. So let me explain in more detail what servers are in Legend of Aria. To explain this properly, these servers are in essence a game world in itself, but each world is different as it's shaped by the players that play the game. Each one of these servers have their own player-made rules and guidelines, where the creator of the server can alter anything from the penalties of stealing an item from a town, to the penalties of killing another player, all the way to monster and NPC AI. None of these servers will have to be paid for, so if you want to create your own server for your friends to join with your own world rules, you can. However, in the future, if you wanted to, say, connect to a larger server to have access to more players, you can without losing your own world and your own rules. You simply connect to the other world and a portal will open up where you can travel between the two worlds, essentially connecting them. Now this sounds pretty impressive, if it ends up exactly as it sounds. With Legend of Aria ending its alpha testing in September, we should actually know whether it is true or not. As judging an MMORPG in alpha testing is like looking at a piece of artwork before it's colored and saying it's bland. It's kinda silly. Legend of Aria is straying away from the constantly repeating quest after quest system that most MMORPGs adopt, going for a more explore around, talk to NPCs, listen to rumors, and find out what is required of you, the hero. Now, depending on the actions you take while traveling around, it will have consequences. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this will work, but I'm guessing there's some kind of karma system taking place, tracking whether or not you've been a naughty little adventurer or a saint. But, once again, I'm not entirely sure, so this is just a guess. Moving on to the classes, or lack of classes, as Legend of Aria has none. So yeah, there's no classes, instead you choose how you want to progress as a character. You start off with the basic ability to smack monsters with an object, and as you continue and interact with trainer NPCs or other players with skills, you can learn from them, giving you the ability to train in other areas like magic, archery, and of course the most important skill, how to not die a lot. That's a very handy skill. I wish I was trained in that skill. Now, there are so many features in this MMORPG, so many that I haven't covered, but I kind of want to leave it there. I don't want to overload you with information. Basically, it's considered a new Ultima Online or Ultima Online 2 So if you guys want to learn more about this MMORPG, I will link it in the description so you can read over it yourself, see if it's something you're interested in, see about the features I didn't talk about, or whatever else. So yeah, in general, I read about this MMORPG somewhere and I thought it sounded cool, interesting, and wanted to show you guys about it. And hopefully you found it interesting, and if not, sorry for having you sit through this, I guess. Well guys, thank you very much for watching this, and as always, good day, night, or afternoon, wherever it is where you are, and I will see you guys in the next video.
We fell out of love like shooting stars came crashing down, and we're building back up again now.